Hi friends, what's up? It's Jamie here. Welcome back to another video. For today's video, I'm going to be doing a what I got for Christmas video. Honestly, I'm just gonna get straight into it because I got a lot of fun things for Christmas this year. And I want to show you guys what I got. So the first things I'm going to show you guys are a couple just miscellaneous things that I received. Pretty much everything else I got can be divided into categories of like clothes and books and and stuffed animals. But there are some miscellaneous things that I also got that don't really fit in those categories, so I'm going to start with those. So first up, I got a new phone charger. This is from my brother. Very exciting. Next thing I got, very excited about. She's very cute. I love her. This is my fake plant, Polly. I think she is adorable. I really love the little pot she comes in. I think it's really cute. I love that it's pink, first of all, because pink's my favorite color. But I also love that she's a little face. She's a heart, and I love hearts. I love things with faces on them. I love things that are pink, and I love fake plants. So this is literally like all my favorite things like wrapped into one thing, and I love it. This is for my boyfriend. I'm very happy about it. You can kind of see the where like the tag was or like whatever. So I might get some paint and like paint over it a little bit because it's kind of, he did his best to try to get it off, but it's still kind of there. So I might paint her a little bit. But we'll see. Honestly, I don't really mind it too much. I still think she looks cute. All right, and so the last thing I got to round out this miscellaneous category, I got Ooblets. I have been wanting this game for a while. I just started playing it this morning, and it has been very fun. I'm very excited to get more into it. But so if you don't know, Ooblets is like a life simulation game, and it's basically you move to a town. It follows a very traditional lifestyle game, like, you know, story kind of path, but you move to a new town because you want like a fresh start, and then you collect like these little guys, and they're called Ooblets, and they have dance battles, and it's really cute. Also, what I love is, okay, first of all, I love how like on the inside of just any like video game like case, I always love like the inside like cover, so this is really fun. The cartridge isn't in here because in my Switch right now, but what I loved, and I didn't realize that it was like this until I opened the game yesterday, or at least the case, is that it comes with all these really cute things within the case. And it's kind of like when I got Story of Seasons, because Story of Seasons also a life simulation game that I love and I've talked about on this channel. It came with like a little booklet that talked about like the town and like the characters and stuff. This is kind of similar to that, and I really love it when these kinds of games do that kind of thing, because I think it just makes it more like, it just adds to the cuteness. So it comes with like these little postcards, like they're little postcards, and I think they're so cute. Like they're all themed around like the town. I just think they're super adorable. I was very delighted to have these. I'm very excited by these. And it also comes with a map, which I think Story Seasons also came with a map. I'm trying to remember. I think it did. I think it came in the booklet that I got. But yeah, so it comes with a little map of the town. It's called Badgetown? Badgetown. I don't know why that was Badgertown. It's Badgetown, and it's really cute. I really like this a lot. But next up, I'm gonna show you guys some of the clothing things that I got, because I got a couple of things. Not anything crazy. I'm not really like a super like, I get clothes every now and then. I'm not like really super into clothes, but this it made me very excited. This is a jacket. It's a present from one of my best friends, Maddie, and this is what it looks like. It's super cute. I think it was called like, I'm trying to remember the name specifically. I think it was like supposed to be like the ex-boyfriend's like trucker jacket or something, and that's like the name of it, which is quite funny because I don't know any truckers and I don't have an ex-boyfriend, so so I just thought the name was funny. But oh my god, I love this jacket. It's quite big, so I can't really show it properly, but it's this really beautiful, like this light pink color, and I think it's corduroy. I think, is that what like the material is? I don't know, but it's really soft and I like it. It's really soft on the outside, it's soft on the inside. I actually wore it the other day because I went out to the city with some friends, which was really fun, and I felt very cute wearing this. I don't own anything like this in my closet because my closet has always been very, I've been trying, one of like my resolutions for like the past couple of years has been to try to like get a better rein on like what is my style, and like kind of like weeding out the things in my closet that I actually really like. And so I'm very happy to have something like this because I feel like I've just been wanting more cute jackets, and this is a cute jacket and I really, really like it a lot. It's definitely gonna get a lot of use because, oh my god, it's been so cold. And so, you know, we need the jackets. It's been very cold here in New York. Okay, next up, speaking of things for cold weather, these I'm also quite excited about because I'm not going to show you them right now because I don't want you to see my feet. But I'm wearing a pair of fuzzy socks right now because I really love like fuzzy, like kind of like slipper socks. Yeah, that's what they're called, slipper socks. Because I've never really been like a actual slipper person. I much prefer socks. So slipper socks have really been a game changer for me. I really love them. The ones I'm wearing right now currently are purple with polka dots on them, and I quite like them a lot. I don't actually remember where I got them. But anyway, this is not about those socks. It's about these socks. I have new slipper socks, which is very exciting. They're pink. These are very like wintry, which I'm very excited about. Again, I love that they're pink. They're super cute. These are from my grandparents, which was very exciting. I haven't felt they're so soft on the inside. I haven't felt the inside yet. I completely forgot that I hadn't done that yet, but oh my gosh. And they're actually, I don't know if they're longer than the ones that I have right now, but they're very cute. And I really like them a lot. And I really love the color, and they're I know you can't feel them, but trust me when I say that they are very soft and fluffy on the inside. Okay, and so the next thing I got, also from my grandparents, are these adorable like sleepwear pants. I really, really like them. They're like or sleep or like loungewear pants, like whatever you want to call them, but they're super cute. They feel very soft. And the best part, which was my favorite thing when I opened them, is that they have little French bulldogs on them, which is like my favorite dog breed ever. I mean, I love all kinds of dogs, but they have little French bulldogs on them, and they're so cute and they're so Christmassy. I'm very excited about these. I really quite like these a lot. Okay, so the last thing that I got that's clothing related are these boots, which I was in desperate need of new boots. The boots that I got last year for Christmas, which you can actually see in my what I got for Christmas video from last year, those boots are on their last legs. One of them has a hole in the bottom of the boot because I wore them so much. Like I really got a lot of good use out of them, but it was time for a change, for an upgrade. So that's what these are. These are from my mom. I just like to have pretty much almost all of my shoes in black because they just go with everything. And yeah, I really like these boots, and hopefully they last me more than a year, but I can't make any guarantees because I wear my if I wear these as much as I wore my other boots, I might need another pair of boots in a year. But these, at least right now, they look really nice. Next, I'm going to be showing you guys the books that I got for Christmas. There's a lot of them, which is really good because I've really been trying to be more of a reader recently. Like, I really used to be such an avid reader when I was a kid, but I feel like a lot of people can relate to this. School kind of killed my love for reading. And just like reading for like my own enjoyment, but I feel like I've been getting that back within recent years, which is very exciting. That's why like I almost exclusively ask for like books for like every Christmas and birthday because I've really been trying to like really get back into reading. So this has been very exciting for me. This first book I want to show you guys, I'm not going to talk about it too much because it's going to get its own video, but I still thought it was worth mentioning. I got The Pendant of Hyacinth, Book 2, Unearthed, which is very exciting. I'm a big fan of this series. You might have seen I've done videos on Book 1. I think I've done 3 videos on Book 1. Actually, 4 if you count my first original like Fangirl Fridays video on The Pendant of Hyacinth like as a whole. But yeah, so I've done a lot of videos on this book series, and so I'm very excited to have Book 2. I'm a little less than halfway through the book, so I'm not done yet. No spoilers for like the ending or anything because I'm not done yet. Again, I'm not going to talk about it too much in this video because this book will be getting its own like review in the coming weeks once I've finished it and been able to like take notes and whatnot. I'm very excited for that video because so far the book has been really good. I mean, I didn't doubt that the book would be good because the first one was really good. But yeah, so I will be talking about this book more in that video when it eventually comes out. But yeah, so this is just a little Christmas present to myself because I was very excited for when the book dropped. All right, the next book that I got is Empty Bottles Full of Stories by Robert M. Drake and R.H. Sin. I found R.H. Sin like I find most poets whose books I have on Instagram. And I really like his poems on Instagram, so I knew I really wanted to get like one of his books just to kind of see like how I like him like in terms of like books, because I had this one occasion where there's this, I don't know if I talked about it on this channel, I can't remember, where I got a book from like a poet that I follow on Instagram, and I was like, man, his poems like on Instagram are better than the ones in this book, and so I didn't get any more of his books. So I always kind of like, you know, I always just get one book to kind of test the waters and see how it is, but I think I will still really like I really do think I'm gonna like this book because I really like R.H. Sin's poems. I didn't realize that Robert M. Drake was also an author of this book. I'm not familiar with his work at all, but maybe if I really like this book, I will check out more of his stuff. But yeah, so it's just this little poetry book, very exciting. I love the cover. I'm such a sucker for these like poetry books and they're like fun, like aesthetic covers. Like oh my god, I can't get enough of it. Like, because the thing is, like, even the good thing is that even if these books aren't that, if the content isn't that good, at least they look pretty on the outside. But I think it'll be good. I'm optimistic. I really do think this book will be good. But yeah, very exciting. And so the next book I got, also a poetry book, is a book that I've been trying to get forever, but just anytime I tried to get it, it just like wasn't available on like any sites, wasn't available on Barnes and Nobles, wasn't available on Amazon. Like, I've been trying to get this book for literally, I want to say like 3 years, and now I finally have it. And it is Her Favorite Color Was Yellow by Edgar Holmes. I have been, again, trying to get my hands on this book for so long, and I'm very surprised by how thin it is. I never check page count before I ask for a book. I never look at that ever. So I was like, oh, she's very skinny. I'm like much skinnier than I was expecting, but that's still okay. Some of my favorite poetry books are honestly some of the shorter ones, but I also like ones that are bigger too. I don't really care either way. As long as the poems are good, I don't care how long or short it is. But yeah, so this, I haven't actually read any of Edgar Holmes like poetry before, so like he's not one of, surprisingly, he's one of the few poets that I've actually sought out a book from whose poems I didn't find on Instagram first, which is very surprising for me because that's not usually how it happens. But I've been dying to read this book for so long. Hopefully it lives up to the hype that I've kind of built up for it in my head, but I think it'll be good. I like what it says on the back. I think it's, so if the poems on the back are like, the poems in the book are anything like the one on the back, I think it'll be good. And again, I just also really love the cover. I love that it's yellow. I mean, obviously, again, it's her favorite color was yellow, so obviously I'd be very surprised if the book wasn't also yellow. But yeah, I very much so like this. And again, worst case scenario, at least the book looks nice even if the poems suck. This is so bad. I should not be saying this. I'm so sorry. But yeah, yay. And so this next book is also a poetry book. I was honestly, I'm so excited about this book purely because of, like, I know it's like, don't judge a book by its cover, but let's be real. I'd be judging these books by their cover because it's so pretty. This is Swimming Lessons by Lily Reinhart. I'm very excited about this because even though I am not alone in thinking that Riverdale is a trash show, I quite like the cast of Riverdale. I feel as actual people, I feel like they are very funny and very, like, they seem like very good, nice people. I quite like them a lot. So I quite like Lily Reinhart. I think she's really cool. I like a lot of things that she advocates for, and so I was very excited to get her book Swimming Lessons. I've seen that it's kind of like gotten like pretty like, most of the reviews have been like pretty average or pretty good or like whatever, so I'm not really sure if this is gonna be like the most groundbreaking thing I've ever read, but I'm still excited about it nonetheless. And again, oh my gosh, the cover is beautiful. I'm obsessed with it, really, honestly, because it's pink and white, and I love that combo. I think it's so cute, and it's really pretty. And again, like I've been saying for all these poetry books so far, even if the poems are not that good, at least the cover looks pretty. But I read the preview on Google. What is it, like Google Pages? Is that what it's called? I don't know. Google Books? Whatever. The Google preview, whatever it's called. I read the preview, and I really liked it. So I have actually really high hopes for this book. I'm very excited about it, and just beyond the pretty cover. Okay, and so the last poetry book that we have here, it's not the last book in total. I still have a couple more books here. But this one I'm really, really excited to read. Like, this one I know it's gonna be good because I'm already like a really big fan of the author. And this one is Nejma by Nayera Waheed. I loved Salt. Salt is genuinely probably one of the best books I've ever read, just ever. I love Nayera Waheed's like writing style. I think she is so talented and honestly deserves way more hype because she is so fucking good. I love her. And I also just love that her books always look so like if you pick up a book like this, you don't really know what you're gonna get with it. Like it's very like, I don't know what the word is, but the books like the way that they look, like you can't tell like what's like the content of the book just by looking at it, which I think is always really interesting. I also love how like the way the font looks of the title on the spine of the book. I think it's I really like the font. I think is it the same as Salt? I don't actually know. I'll have to go upstairs and compare it when I go grab Salt from my bookcase. But yeah, so I love the way it also, I'm not entirely sure what this beginning part is because I was kind of starting to flip through it like yesterday, and it kind of feels like there's like almost like a prologue, but the way it's written, the words are, and like the sentences are kind of like slanted like this. So I am very, very intrigued by this, and I see that the whole book isn't written that way, so it's definitely like, I don't know exactly what this is in the beginning, but I am very intrigued. And yeah, so the rest of the book is pretty much written the way that Salt is in terms of format, but I'm so excited. Salt was amazing. I'm sure this book is going to be just as good, and I can't wait to read it. If you haven't read a book by Nayera Waheed, you are missing out. I highly recommend her because she is so talented. If you like poetry, even if you don't like poetry, I think that you'll still like her work, and so very much to recommend. Okay, so next up we have the one and only memoir that I got out of all the books that I've received for Christmas, and it is Crying in H Mart by Michelle Zauner. I hope that's how you say her name. I really should have looked that up before I started filming. I'm so bad for that. But I've just heard so many good things about this book. Again, admittedly, I hadn't actually heard of Michelle before hearing about this book, but according to the back, she is an indie rock musician, and her artist name is Japanese Breakfast, which I think sounds really cool. So I honestly will probably check out her music after I read this book. But yeah, so I'm going into this book not really knowing anything about Michelle. So I'm very interested how that will impact my reading experience. But I've just heard so many good things about this book. Like I'm also very obsessed with the cover. But especially with this book, I don't just care about the aesthetics of the cover. Like, I'm genuinely really, really excited to hear her story, and literally everyone I've heard who's talked about this book has just said so many good things about it. So I'm really excited. I've heard that some parts are really heartbreaking, so I'm very excited to have my heart broken. I'm really excited to read this book. I feel like I'll probably talk about it in a later video. I just have that feeling, so stay tuned to hear my thoughts about this book. I'm very excited about it. All right, these next two books I'm very excited about because they are me kind of really like, The Pendant of Hyacinth has kind of been helping me like get back into like fantasy, like in terms of like books. And these two books I'm about to show you are really kind of me like, you know, really taking the plunge into like trying to get back into like YA like fiction and like fantasy and like stuff like that. And so they are What We Devour and, I'll be honest, I don't know how to pronounce this, Belle Revolte, both by Lindsay Miller. I really, first of all, again, I'm very excited to get to read these books because they are both like set in fantasy worlds, and I'm very excited about that again to like kind of get back into like fantasy books, because most of the books I've been reading recently have been like poetry or nonfiction, so I'm very excited to, you know, jump back into the fantasy world again. The Pendant of Hyacinth has kind of really been helping me with that, so I'm very excited to take it a little bit step further. Why did the lighting do that? Oh, the lighting is gonna be the death of me for this video. It's okay though. But yeah, so I'm very excited about these books, but primarily what I was really excited about with these books in particular is that for both of them, the main characters, the main protagonists in both of these books are both on the asexual spectrum, which was really exciting because, to be quite honest, I don't think I've ever really read a book that had explicit like asexual representation before. And as someone on the asexual spectrum, that is really exciting for me to like actually have like representation in the books that I read. And so I'm really, I saw these in like a list of like books that have asexual main characters, protagonists, and so I'm really excited to read these. I also, the general premises of both of them sound really interesting. For some reason I thought they were like together, like I thought they were like part of a series, but I think they're both standalone books from what I can tell. But I'm still very excited to read both of them, and I feel like I definitely will talk about these in a later video, so stay tuned for that. And also, sorry, I'm holding this book really weird and it's bothering me. I also really love the covers. I think I love this one the most. It just looks really, it feels very dark, and I really like that. Okay, and so these are the very last books that I got, both of which that I'm so excited about because I love the author, so I already am like completely confident that I'm going to love these books, because I loved her first book very, very much. It's upstairs on my bookshelf. Actually, did I get that for Christmas last year? I think I did. But without further ado, I want to show you guys that I got Who the F Are You? And That Can Be Arranged, both by Huda Fahmy. I love Huda. I think she's so talented and just funny. I love her comics so much. Me and my boyfriend are actually both really big fans of her work. She's super talented. I just love her art style. I love the way she draws herself and like people. I think it's so cute. Sorry, I'm like covering the cover. So first of all, the cover is just both 10s immediately. Like, they're so cute. I love them. And I loved her first book, and I love her Instagram. If you do not follow her on Instagram at Yes I'm Hot in This, you are severely missing out because she is so funny. Like, all of her posts always crack me up. She's so talented on many different levels. And so I'm very excited. Yes I'm Hot, and this was really kind of just like the general like comics that she like, I'm talking about like the book, that book was very reflective of just like the general comics that she posts like on her Instagram. For Who the F Are You, I believe that it's supposed to be more of like this is kind of like telling about like her growing up and kind of just like finding her own identity, like hence the title. So I'm very excited about this one, and I am probably honestly most excited about That Can Be Arranged because this is a story about her engagement and like marriage to her husband, like how she met her husband and stuff like that. And I love her comics with her husband. Like, a lot, so I'm very excited to know about their love story, and I feel like it's gonna be very cute, but also very funny. So I am really, really excited about these books. Oh my god. I'm honestly, maybe I'll read them today. I don't know. Oh my gosh. I really don't even know where to start. No, I need to finish The Pen That Hyacinth first. But once I finish that one, which probably won't take me that long because I got through half of it within like a day, I'm definitely gonna read these next because I'm so excited. I love her so much. Oh my gosh. I definitely recommend Yes, I'm Hot in this, and I just like the book and also just like following her on Instagram. And so if you also haven't read these books, definitely get them because again, I just already know they're gonna be good. Like even though I haven't read them yet, I can feel it. I can feel it in my bones. Like I just have a good feeling about this one, guys. If you know even a little bit about me, you know that I am a Squishmallows girl. Literally, oh my gosh, this is so embarrassing, but just last night I was telling my my mom and my brother about like the rarest and like most expensive like Squishmallows and stuff, because that's just like my useless bit of information that I like to share every now and then. But yeah, so I got quite a few squishes for this Christmas, which is very exciting. I'm gonna lead in first. We have this one was actually kind of like an accident because I wasn't supposed to see it as early as I did. But so first I have Winston. He is one of like the OG, like one of the OG Squishmallows. He's an owl. I love him. He's so cute. It's so funny because I had come home from school and he was just sitting on this couch, and like this is for my brother, and he hadn't meant for me to see him as early as I did. So this is kind of like an early Christmas present. But yeah, I love him. It's so funny because I actually had thought about getting Winston like a couple of times like years ago, but I decided against it. And which honestly, now it worked out for the best because now I have him and he's so cute and squishy and I love him. Oh my god. Next we have what was also kind of like an early Christmas present, but this one was more for myself. Like I got this one for myself. This is ever since they announced him, I knew I had to have him. Like sometimes they just announce Squishmallows, like new Squishmallows, that I'm like, I just needed to have you. Like I need to have you. And that was definitely the case for Woodstock. If you don't know, Woodstock is the little yellow bird from Charlie Brown. I'm gonna be really honest, I didn't know that his name was Woodstock for like years. I just knew him as the little yellow bird from Charlie Brown. But Squishmallows did a collab with Charlie Brown, and so they have the Snoopy Squishmallow and the Woodstock Squishmallow. They actually come in a 2-pack. Part of the reason why I was really excited was because I got the 2-pack of Snoopy and Woodstock, and I gave Snoopy to my dad because my dad really, really likes Snoopy a lot. He has a lot of Snoopy related attire and just like he has like a little, there's literally on this like, I don't know what you'd call it, like a armoire or whatever, something like that, I don't know. It's kind of like a closet, but not really. It's kind of shorter. I don't know what you call it. We have a fucking like dancing Snoopy thing that he got, which is quite cute. But yeah, so my dad really likes Snoopy, so it actually worked out really wonderfully for the both of us. So I gave him Snoopy, and I kept Woodstock because I desperately wanted Woodstock because I just like how big his nose is. Like look at how big his nose is. He has such a big nose. Beak? Actually, it's probably his beak. I keep calling it his nose, but it's probably his beak, right? Lol. Sorry. I just like that just dawned on me just now. I'm like, it's probably actually, now that I think about it more, it's probably his beak because he's a bird. Oops. I've just been calling it his nose. But like look at it. Like it's so squishy. I love it. But yeah, I honestly I feel like he's a kind of wonky. Like his arms, I don't know if you can really tell from the video, but like his arms are not exactly like this one's a little lower than this one, and there's like something, there's kind of like there's a little bit of fuzz in his eye that I can't seem to get out, but it's okay. Even though he's a little wonky, I still love him. Honestly, I'm just glad that the Snoopy one wasn't, like, didn't come out super wonky or anything, because, like, that one was, like, a gift for my dad, so I'm glad that Snoopy came out okay. So I'm okay with having a little wonky Woodstock, but, like, he's just so cute and squishy. Oh, I love him. This one was a surprise in the sense that, like, I just wasn't expecting to see him in, the store. So, basically, about, like, a week ago at this point, a little over a week ago, I went to the mall with some friends and we were doing some Christmas shopping. And we went into Hot Topic because I had never been in Hot Topic before, which is, I feel like it's probably a little shocking considering just how big of a nerd I am. But I've never actually been inside a Hot Topic before, so it was my first time. And I saw almost immediately that they had Squishmallows. But the thing about Hot Topic is that their Squishmallows are so expensive, like outrageously expensive. Like, it's highway robbery in there, at least for the Squishmallows. I feel like other things are pretty decently priced, but their Squishmallows, so expensive. And so I was like, oh, I want the Squishmallow, but I'm like, I don't know if I can drop $26 on this Squishmallow that's only 8 inches. I'm like, I don't think I can do that to my bank account. But one of my friends, who I was shopping with, she had a gift card for Hot Topic, and she was like, I just honestly wanted the gift card. Like, I just thought the gift card was cute. I don't even shop at I don't even shop at Hot Topic. Do you want to use the gift card? And I was like, are you sure? And she was like, yeah, you can use it. And I was like, okay. So she was like, as long as I get to keep the gift card afterwards, which she did. After I made the purchase, I was able to also ask for the gift card back, and I gave it back to her. It was cute. It had like little like Hello Kitty characters. Anyway, I haven't even shown you the Squishmallow yet. It's Kona. He's so cute. He's a sea cow. Oh my gosh, I literally never thought I was gonna get one of the sea cows. I was just like, oh my gosh, those are just gonna be so impossible to find. But then I did find him. He was so expensive, but thank God for the gift card, because I don't think I would have gotten him otherwise. So this was, again, kind of like a Christmas present to myself, but also, I guess, kind of like a Christmas present from my friend. But yeah, so we got Kona, and I love him. I'm so happy that I have him. Again, I almost didn't get him because before the gift card, he was $26. That's so much. For this size of a Squishmallow, like, that's ridiculous. When you can get this size, generally, like, for so much cheaper, especially at, like, Five Below, like, outrageous. But thank God for the gift card, because otherwise I wouldn't have gotten him. And now I have him. And I love him to death. He's so cute. He's just a little cow. I love him. This last Squishmallow that I want to show you guys, which is actually really funny, the timing, because my boyfriend just called me, and this was a gift from my boyfriend, is James. He's a fox, and he's an astronaut, and I love him. Oh my god, look at his tail. Look at his tail. It's so cute. It is fluffy. I love him. Look at him. Look at that little face. Look at the little astronaut. He's an astronaut. And this is actually my first, like, I believe he's 12 inches. Like 12-inch Squishmallow, which is very exciting. I don't have any other Squishmallows in this size. So he's my first 12-inch, and he's also Canadian for some reason, but it's okay. We still love him. But I love on, like, his little uniform. I don't know if you can see it very well, but the little planet also has a face on it, which is so cute. He's so cute, and he's squishy, and I mean, duh, because he's a Squishmallow. And he loves tennis. He loves tennis, and I love him. He's so cute. I've been snuggling with him for the past couple of nights, and he's so cute. He's so cute. I love him. I have, like, officially saved the best for last. This was the thing that literally, like, made me scream when I opened it. He's not a Squishmallow, but he is still very squishy and soft, so I saved him for this section. So I am a big fan of the shop. I'm never sure how to pronounce it, but I'm pretty sure it's Smoko? Something like that. And they have, like, an Instagram. Everything they sell is really, really cute. And I personally really love the potato. But I was like, I told my brother, like, my dream is to have the big potato plush because I just love it so much and I think it's so cute and I just really want the potato. Little did I know, my brother actually got the potato for me. Look at him. He's so large. He is so large and in charge. He's like the same size as James. James is I don't actually, well, James's ears make him a little taller, but they're like pretty much the same size. It's a potato. I love him so much. I'm just like, this is, I just, I literally screamed when I opened it because when I saw like the shape of like the wrapping, I wasn't really sure what to expect with it. Because again, I didn't actually think he was gonna get me the potato. I was just like, I really want the potato. I'm like, I've been saving up so I can get the potato. Not that the potato honestly cost, not that he costs like a ridiculous amount. Well, I mean, he is a little, I take that back. He is a little pricey. So I wasn't trying to like, you know, break my bank by by just like getting him spontaneously, but I didn't know that my brother was gonna get the potato for me. I was just like, look, it's a potato, and then he got the potato for me, and I'm just so happy. It's a potato. I love it. Okay, so that is all I have for today's video. Yes, I still have the potato with me because I just, look at him, it's a potato! Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I also kind of want to like give a disclaimer of like, I'm very, very grateful for everything that I've received for this Christmas. I hope it didn't come off as like me trying to like brag about like, look at all these things I got. I just like showing the things that I got because especially like with like the books and then like the squishes, like because you know, I feel like they can be like potential future gift ideas for like other things like birthdays and other holidays if you don't like celebrate like Christmas, for example. And again, I just like look, it's a potato. I just wanted to show you guys my potato and my other fun things that I got. But yeah, I'm very, very grateful for everything that I got. Honestly, this Christmas was not the most, it was definitely a little bit more stressful than other ones, because unfortunately my dad got COVID. He's currently quarantining in the room over, from where I am. He's feeling better, which is good, thank God. I mean, it definitely helps that he's fully vaccinated, so this is your reminder. If you haven't gotten your boosters, if you don't have all your boosters for the COVID vaccine and you are able to go get it because it's really important. Because yes, even though you can still get COVID, even by being fully vaccinated, it really does help a lot. The fact of like having all of like your boosters and being fully vaccinated if you do still get COVID, because it really does help. I don't want to think about what it would be like for my dad if he wasn't fully vaccinated. So I'm very grateful that he is. But again, you know, Christmas didn't exactly look the way we thought it was going to, with my dad getting COVID. Thankfully, me, my mom, my brother, we've all tested negative. We're all fine. My dad's been quarantining. So hopefully he'll be okay soon. But yeah, so again, this Christmas did not look the way we thought it was going to. But again, I'm so grateful that, again, my dad is not like in the hospital like that. It's like even though this Christmas wasn't like the most spectacular, it could have been a lot worse. So I'm feeling very grateful for everything. And yeah, that's all I have for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Merry belated Christmas, happy holidays if you don't celebrate Christmas. If you don't celebrate anything in particular, happy winter. Maybe you're off from break from school, so happy winter break. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I will see you guys in my next one. Bye guys.